Hello students, welcome back to science class of standard 6. Today you will be learning about a new chapter, components of food. Now let's move on to the session and get to know what are the objectives that you will be learning in this session. So you will be learning about components of food, macronutrients, micronutrients, importance of nutrients, nutrients that boost the immune system, balanced diet, deficiency disease, summary, and we'll be doing an activity based on the concepts that you have learned. Now let's move on to the session and get to know more about the components of food. Introduction to components of food. The components of food are from plant source and animal source. In last class you have learned that we get food from plant and animal source, and also you have got an idea what are the ingredients that are being used in the food, and from where you get the ingredients and all. In this lesson you will be learning about the importance of the food that you take and what are the nutrients that include in the food. Plant source. The food that obtained from plant is the source of fiber, iron, vitamin, carbohydrates, protein and fats. These are the important things which you get from the vegetable, pulses, grains and fruits. From animal source you get food like fish, milk, meat, cheese, butter and so on. So these two are the predominant source of our food. These help us to build the body and also it helps in the function of the body. These kind of components are said to be nutrients. So these nutrients help in growth of a human body and also it makes the body to function in a correct manner. To get a balanced diet, we need to take all the 6 essential nutrients into our food, such as fat, mineral, water, vitamin, protein and carbohydrates. The nutrients are classified as macronutrient and micronutrient. Macronutrients. Our body needs these nutrients in large amount in order to function properly. These nutrients provide energy to our body which is measured in the form of calories. Carbohydrates contain 4 calories per gram, protein contain 4 calories per gram and fat that contain 9 calories per gram. All these have specific role in the function of our body. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are sugar, starch and fiber that are found in fruit, grain and vegetables and milk products. All these carbohydrates are eventually broken into glucose. All carbohydrates provide us energy and especially the organ like brain need glucose in order to function properly. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate which helps in getting rid of waste from the body and makes the intestine healthy. There are 2 types of carbohydrates. One is complex carbohydrate and the next is simple carbohydrate. It is easy for your body to break down the glucose content in the food. The simple carbohydrate have one or two sugar molecules in it, whereas the complex carbohydrate take more time for your body to break down the sugar strands which are present in rice, pasta, bread. Now let's see about protein. The protein is the essential component in our food diet, which allows your body to grow, build and repair the tissues. The protein are composed with amino acids. These amino acids break down and forms into new proteins in our body. They help us in fighting from the infections. They are rich in meat, milk, and also we get protein content from plant source like bean, lentil, nut, seed, etc. Now let's learn about the fat content that is present in the food. The fat, it allows to store energy. It is of three types: trans fat, saturated fat and unsaturated fat. All these fat gives energy to us. At the same time, it increases cholesterol level and also increase the risk of heart disease. These are highly present in baked and fried food. Now let's perform the test for the components that are present in the food. The required things that are needed for the test of the components which are present in the food are water, potato, test tube, tincture iodine solution, caustic soda solution, copper sulfate solution, egg and cashew nut. Now let's perform the test for starch content that is present in the food. So the needed things are potato, iodine solution. Take a piece of potato, add some iodine solution to it. Along with that, take a piece of apple and add iodine solution to it. Leave it for a few minutes and observe the reaction that is being happen in the piece of a potato and apple. The apple doesn't change the color and the potato, which has starch content in it, gets reacted to the iodine solution and changes its color to blue-black color. This indicates the starch content that is present in the food. Now let's test for the protein content that is present in the food. Take egg and add it to the test tube. Then add 10 drops of water to it and mix well. Then add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution and 10 drops of caustic soda solution to it and mix well. Leave the solution in the test tube for few minutes and observe the test tube. The color in the test tube turns violet. This indicates protein content that is present in the egg. Now let's test for the fat content that is present in food. Take a paper, grated coconut, cashew nut for the test of fat content that is present in the food. Now take some cashew nuts and put it in the paper. Leave it for few minutes and observe the changes that has been happened in the paper. The oil patch in the paper indicates that there is an fat content in cashew nut. Now let's check for coconut. Take some grated coconut and put it on the paper. Leave it for few minutes and observe the changes in the paper. The oil patch in the paper indicates that coconut has fat content that is present in it. This is all about today's session. Until we meet in next session, stay home, stay safe and enjoy learning.